Monster Hunter! Hi. Hello. Hello, hi. Hi there. We're here today for a very special occasion, and by that I mean I just woke up like an hour ago, and I only remembered now that Monster Hunter is having a direct today. So, we'll just sit on the screen for the timer to go down so we can watch some Monster Hunter. There's been a lot of things happening one after the other. Ugh. Hey, it's great to hear. It's great to be here, Johnny. Hello, Bread. Hello and hi, and how are you? Well, for one, I get is the music too loud? I know I should probably turn it down a bit. Maybe around here. Yeah, okay, I think it was fine. You're working out? Nice. I will probably do that after this stream, as I haven't worked out in a good minute. Then probably just sit on my fat ass and play Strikers the rest of the day. Who knows? Persona 5 Strikers, specifically. Actually, no. I'm still holding off for when Robin inevitably gets to that stream today. So, I honestly just want to know more about, I mean, really just anything about this game. I want to know more about the customization of the Palco Palamute, because from a video that I saw, it looks like you can have, like, different sets of them, like, different loadouts and different, like, abilities to equip onto them. From, like, the little bit of footage I did see. So I want to know if that's, like, a thing, and you can, like, customize each and every Palico and Palamute. And then just have, like, a separate loadout for that one that you can bring with you. Or if it's like a rent a cat, rent a dog kind of thing. I'm actually really curious, because I need to make my two puppers. I need to make my two puppers. I will have both Ben and Churchill at my side. And I will customize them uniquely. Otherwise, I mean, the game felt really good in the demo, which I don't know when Rob's putting out that footage. I don't know when Rob's gonna put out that footage, but we did record. It was the three of us playing Monster Hunter Rise. Pooja was in the background. I think she was mostly doing work. And Susie wasn't there because I think she was at work when we played it. You're gonna hop on to Monster Hunter World? Is Kushala even in Rise? I don't know if they confirmed Kushala. Also, I mean, yeah, that's practically impossible. Nothing can be... Kushala cannot be any more cancerous, or can than they are right in the game currently. But like the only elder, The only Elder Dragon we saw was Magnamalo. We didn't see any of the other Elder Dragons. I mean, I guess. Oh well. I mean, Rajang's in there, but I don't. Listen, Rajang's in his own fucking quadrant of existence. Oh, is Kushala a flagship? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's wonderful. That gives me great feelings inside, Bread. My knowledge of which monster is a flagship really, like, it only extends to me knowing that Rathalos was a flagship, and then whatever's in World is flagships. Actually, I guess Diablos was also a flagship in 2. That's all I know. I didn't really look into it that much. It's gonna get comfy. Might as well. Late night with the group, as is per normal. We had a call on Sunday, which normally we either have for a session or well, I mean, Rob ended up streaming that day. He was on Twitch, but usually we have that set for like a recording day or just a day to just hang the fuck out. So we hung the fuck out. And those usually end up going late. In any case, I did get into Hades recently. And, I can immediately see why it's addicting. And it's kind of a good, just turn your brain off slightly game. Well, how I play games, it's like having a challenge there to occupy one half of my brain while I can focus on another part of my brain doing the talking or whatever is how I do. The stream like, I'm gonna bring it back just a bit. That way it doesn't like frame skip. Like now, like what it's doing right now. Also, I guess it's gonna start talking about Monster Hunter stories, I guess. Why is it framing? It wasn't like this before. Why is it framing now? Stop it. Why is it? Okay. Fine. Fine. I see your game. I see your game, Monster Hunter. You don't want me to you don't want me to have a good time today, so fine. I'll just click on auto and see how well it does with that. No graphics here, buddy. Just pain. Why is it buffering so hard? Here we go. Nope, still buffering. Come on. I do kind of want to know more about stories, though. Why is it buffering? You can do it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryoso Tsujimoto, producer on the Monster Hunter series.
What?
I'm here today to bring you the latest info on Monster Hunter
Okay.
Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. you enjoy the show.
Alright, I think it's fixed. Alright. I do want to know more about this though.
Now, let's have a look at the latest information on Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. But before we jump into
the art style does look really cool.
The new trailer.
When is it coming out though? We have no idea. We just know it's in the summer. Unless they drop a release date right now.
Your grandfather, Red, was a fine, upstanding rider.
It's very anime. Oh, hi, Nerg.
All riders have to strike out on their own someday.
I honestly would be willing to try this out.
Use the experience to learn what you're capable of and what you must do as a rider.
Why during the interesting parts do you need to buffer?
And what you must do. Use the experience to learn what you're capable of.
What is up with the live stream?
Do as a rider.
This'll put you out of commission.
Oh, there's Mizutsune right there.
Come with me, please. I just know this Rathalos will help us once it hatches.
What? The fucking round boy McPalico face. What?
Some even say it was such a monster that laid waste to the village that once stood on this site. I've never seen anything like this.
So you're saying that inside this egg...
Is it in a Rathalos egg though? Well, look at the tiny Rathalos.
Should this Rathalos hatch and awaken to its destructive power, you will be to blame for what happens. Are you prepared to take that risk?
Rathalos aren't monsters to worship or to make bonds with. Don't you get it? They're nothing but dangerous pests. Don't back down, buddy!
Keep them safe until spotted. Ratha!
There is nothing to fear.
I mean, I just want to know how the hell a Rathalos grows. Like once it's hatched, it just. Huh? Okay, so there is co-op. I thought it was a single player game. Oh, it's coming out in July. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. And there's Amiibo. Nice. You can get layered armor for each of the main characters. Nice. I knew they said they were going to have something that connects the two, and I'm like, layered armor seems like the best idea.
Not only did it unveil more intriguing plot points, but Naviru, the protagonist's partner from the previous installment in the series, also made an appearance.
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
He'll be along for the ride this time as well. The trailer also revealed that the egg you've been entrusted with contains Raised Wing Ratha, a monster with black wings spoken about in legend. But what does this legend really mean? Together with Enna and Naviru, you set forth on an epic, adventure-filled journey to learn the truth. For more info about the game's characters and monsters, please check out the newly updated official website.
Okay. Now, show me Rise.
As shown in the trailer, Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin will have a worldwide release date of July 9th, 2021.
Oh, okay. Let's look about each edition.
Next, we'd like to touch on product
Let's look on each edition of Monster Hunter Stories 2.
In addition to the standard edition, we are pleased to introduce the Deluxe Edition. This digital bundle includes the base game and downloadable content, such as layered armor for the player and an outfit for Enna. As a pre-order bonus, you can receive the Kumura Maiden outfit for Enna. Moving along, we'd now like to talk about the 3 Amiibo that will be available on the game's release date. They include Raisewing Ratha, your Monstie, Enna the Wyverian, who is friends with your grandfather Red,
Monstie.
and Sino, a young hunter's palico. Each of these Amiibo will grant you access to special layered armor specific to that particular Amiibo, as well as a small daily bonus. We hope you're as excited about them as we are. The physical and digital versions of the game, including the Deluxe Edition, will be available for pre-orders soon.
I don't know if I'll pre-order it.
For
At least not this early.
regarding pre-orders, please visit
Oh, it's your
the
girlfriend's birthday. Nice.
Lastly, we'd like to touch on a special bonus that can be obtained in this game by linking it up with Monster Hunter Rise. If you have save data for Monster Hunter Rise, you can receive Kumura Garb, special layered armor for the player which resembles the hunter's gear in that game.
I wonder if it's animated the same way. Like it's got that cell shading style.
2 Wings of Ruin as we prepare for its July 9th, 2021 release. We will be offering more details soon, so stay tuned.
Rise!
Alright, let's dive into the latest info on Monster Hunter Rise, which releases
Yeah, it's coming out in 2 weeks. Ugh, don't remind me.
We have a new trailer for you today, so take a look.
How much more hype am I gonna get for this game? Like, come on. Come on. Capcom, please. Oh, hi! I recognize that bat! Also, yeah, we knew Zinogre would be in the game because one of the hunters had Zinogre gear. Fucking Narg is back. I've been meaning to, like, actually use some Nargacuga gear. But hey, I mean, if Zinogre, I hope Stygian's back.
Huge pack of monsters in a giant stampede. They attack the village in a frenzied rage.
Oh god.
Nobody knows why this happens, but it came close to wiping out our village last time.
The horn is so good! Sorry, the hunting horn is so good. I do like how, there's a lot more variety of monsters in this game, like types of monsters instead of just wyverns. Like there's amphibians more, and I guess Rajang's back, and there's 2 beasts at least, which in World there was only Rajang. And I'm sure that there were other types of, and Leviathans, and I'm sure there are other types like prior to World, but again, my knowledge is just with World. Oh, Furious Rajang too! Oh, cool! And there's fucking Angie, which I think we also knew, and Toby we also knew. The fish is back, which I think we also knew that. Baroth! Is that Rathalos? And there's Kulu, there's the bird. Oh god, there's that Apex fucking badger. Whoa. Yeah, I'm sure a fight against bubbles and electricity will never, won't go badly at all. What the fuck? Did we just get a peek at the final boss? What was that? You hated Narg and Baroth?
Monster Hunter Rise will finally be released on March 26th. And I'd like to tell you about everything we've announced so far.
She'll be a little
including the
wet, but
trailer you
Monster
just
Hunter.
saw.
Okay, Barioth I did hate. Narg I hated in the beginning, but then I figured out how to counter him.
Talk about the wire bug, which brings a variety of new actions to Monster Hunter
We
Rise.
know. Oh god, was that a hammer? Or was that just a barrel bomb that he just used in the air?
For instance, by using the wire dash to move around quickly and
Again, I played the demo. The wire dash is interesting, but I have to play it more to wrap my head around it.
each of the 14 weapon types has its own unique set of attacks using the wire bug called Silkbind attacks.
Yeah.
You can
The
also
Silkbind
use
attacks are
wire
interesting
bug
because,
to
like, you can
dodge
use them to
attacks
actually pin the monster and then ride them.
The wire bug adds a lot of mobility to a
And
moveset like this.
it's also,
I'd like to talk about switch skills.
it's also limited.
Feature
Huh?
to expand your hunter's moveset.
Switch skills.
As you progress in the game, you'll unlock the ability to switch out certain regular attacks and Silkbind attacks at will
Oh?
to create your own hunting style. The full game will have additional Silkbind attacks that weren't in the demo, so please look forward to that.
Moveset customization.
Riding, a new feature that lets you bind monsters and control them.
Oh man.
It's
If that was the
exciting
case,
to face
Brad.
off against a dangerous monster and then just hop on its back to wreak havoc.
Buddies, yes, more.
This game has a new type of buddy to assist you during your hunts, called the Palamute. You can ride on its back and it will attack monsters as well. Of course, the Palicos are back too to provide various kinds of support. In single player, you can bring any combination of 2 buddies with you. But in multiplayer, each hunter can only bring 1 buddy along.
I thought it was only if there's more than 2 people.
Palico or a Palamute.
I thought that if it was 1 or 2 players you could bring 2, but in the others you can only bring 1.
Shrine Ruins.
Ah!
Frost Islands.
So we got the Shrine Ruins, the Flooded Forest, Frost Islands, Sandy Plains, not Wildspire Waste, I understand. And is there a fire area? Yeah.
Each
Lava
locale
caverns.
has its own unique characteristics. This game also introduces new forms of endemic life that increase your hunter's stats or otherwise help out during your hunts. Make sure you search every nook and cranny.
They
for
are
these
very
creatures.
useful.
You might find something unexpected.
Oh boy.
Each locale has new monsters with their own unique ecologies.
There's a lot of monsters so far that showed. Almudron. It's the Mud Dragon. And then there's the spider. Raknakadaki. It's kind of like if Val was a spider. I really want to fight this thing more because this guy looks really cool. And I'm sure the Gosharag armor looks great. I don't know if he's existed prior, if he's a new one. Bishiten seems like one of those early monster fights. Somnicanth. Well, it's like a Relicanth, but for sleep. Oh, it is for sleep.
Tetranodon.
Is that yeah, there's Acnosom right there. It looks so dumb, but it's kind of great. We need more chickens.
Great Izuchi. And of course, Monster Hunter Rise's flagship monster, Magnamalo. It's also known as the Wyvern of Malice, an extremely aggressive fanged wyvern that pursues its prey relentlessly.
Oh god, it kind of moves like Zinogre, like I said.
Monsters also make their return. We already announced Rajang, Kezu, and Rathalos previously.
Well, announcing Rathalos in a Monster Hunter game is nothing new.
Kuga, and Zinogre as well. Now, Mr. Ichinose, the director of the game, will tell you a bit more about the rampage.
Part of me remembered something. I don't think I ever swapped out the frame rate difference because I think the stream is lagging.
I'm Yasunori Ichinose, the director on Monster Hunter Rise. It's good to be here again. The rampage is
It might be trying to stream at 60 FPS, and it's ruining some of the frame rates, so I apologize.
Installations to repel them and keep the stronghold safe. The quest is complete when all of the hordes have been repelled, or when the final major threat has been vanquished. You start off by using the prep time before the monster invasion to place your hunting installations.
So it's like a
Make sure you place them efficiently.
tower defense? It's like a multiplayer tower defense game? That's with a horde of different monsters that come in?
When the counter signal is activated, your hunter's attack will increase dramatically. So that's your sign to get up close and personal.
Okay.
Your friends from Komoda Village will join as well.
I just know because I'm looking at my stream and it doesn't look as smooth as what I'm looking at right now.
There are also extra powerful
just making sure.
monsters that lead the horde, known as major threats and apexes. The goal is to defend the stronghold and repel the monsters.
I would probably love this mode, honestly.
Fight alongside the village's defenders.
It's a horde
and
mode
make
against
sure
a
no
bunch of
harm comes to
monsters.
the village. Quests in Monster Hunter Rise are divided into single-player village quests and hub quests that can be played solo.
So like in Generations, okay.
Talk to the respective quest maidens to take on the quest you like. In multiplayer, you can use an online connection or a local connection to assemble a group of up to 4 players in the same lobby. Any player
Now,
in
can
the
you
same
use
lobby
both?
will take on a quest from the quest board in the
Can you use an online connection with a local connection, or is it one or the other?
to join quests in the lobby, even if they're already underway.
Ooh.
There are 4 levels of difficulty depending on the number of players.
Oh, so it scales
The
between
difficulty
each
will
players
adapt on the fly as players join or leave.
instead of just 1, 2, and 4. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4.
If you're playing Hub Quest solo, you can use join requests to match up with other players via online communication.
So it's like an SOS flare.
Use this if you're having trouble completing Hub Quests on your own. Players can also add a Hunter Connect tag to match up with other players who have the same objectives or playstyle.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how lobbies work.
You can create your own Hunter Connect or join one made by another player as long as you're invited. You can also invite other players yourself to any Hunter Connect you've joined.
Is a Hunter Connect just like a squad? Is that not what that is?
Function to make it easier to reconnect with people you've played with. When you complete
Not bad.
quests in multiplayer, you can send likes to other players using the directional buttons before returning to the village.
I like you. But what about the dislike
Players give
button?
a like to each other, they'll become mutual likes, making it easier to find each other's lobbies directly.
Now, I assume voice chat isn't a thing in this game.
Let's have a look at
Or
the
if it is, it's
feature,
going to be through the
which allows
Switch
you to take pictures on your
thing.
hunts. You can zoom in and out and adjust the composition. The picture will display the name of the creature you photographed.
Now, will you be able to save that to your
You can view
Switch?
your pictures on your Nintendo Switch console or in the in-game album. If you want to take a selfie, this adorable little
This
feature
is helpful. This is absolutely important. Pictures will be had.
Today, we announced the release date for Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. If you've played this game, you can unlock the default rider armor as layered armor in Monster Hunter Rise. On top of the deluxe kit, which contains another set of traditional Kimura armor, there will be a variety of paid DLC on the game's release date, including hairstyles, face paint, and NPC voices for your hunter, as well as layered armor
Oh,
for your
but wait, voices are DLC? Did not know that they were
But
locked
we
behind a
have
paywall
one
there.
surprise in store. The limited time demo that was made available in January will make its grand return on the
Oh.
date shown on screen.
March 11th.
This time, we've added a challenging advanced quest where you get to take on the flagship monster, Magnamalo.
We had a lot of trouble with Mizutsune, so I have no idea how fighting Magnamalo will turn out.
Taking it down won't
Look,
be
we took down the great.
We hope you try it out.
We took down the not the great Azuchi, but the other one.
Armor sets, but in the final game, you will of course be able to adjust your own armor and skills. If
Yeah.
you played the demo in January, you can update it to this new demo to add the Magnamalo quest. And to reset your remaining number of tries as well.
Okay, that's
So
good
you
too.
can start afresh.
No, I mean, Brett, I'm very aware of that,
January demo are
but it's
still
more for
available.
other people who want to play the game with voice chat with their friends without needing to open a third-party client, which they're gonna do anyway because Nintendo's on voice chat system isn't the greatest. But the Great Azuchi was we like beat it in like 3 minutes. Mizutsune took a bit,
At the following trailer.
so I feel like Magnamalo is gonna be impossible, at least without customizable armor stuff, huh? Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not a returning monster, it's a brand new monster? Oh my god, it's a chameleon. Oh, that's what they showed, I think. Yeah, of course they're gonna put in title updates with new monsters.
We are planning 3 updates for after the game's release. The first update will include several new monsters, such as Chameleos, which we announced today.
Now, when they're gonna add
We'll
G
launch a
rank?
Hunter rank cap and add some related features. We will tell you about other updates at a later time.
Maybe, because I don't see Pooja ever owning this game, though she would have the option of owning this game. We will see, Bread.
Releases on Friday, March 26th, 2021.
Though I think between Rob, Susie, PJ, and I, we will be fine. Although, trust me, you're always welcome to join us on hunts if we ever like just happen to have hunts. I'm gonna try to sucker Pooja into playing this though. I don't know if she'll have fun though, because she's not used to 3D space. She's not used to the depth of 3D in games that don't already have a camera moving on its own, and she does not know how to control a camera.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. To reiterate, Monster Hunter
Yeah, they were just talking about product info. I didn't need to see that again.
is releasing on Friday, July
I'm already getting into the deluxe edition for Rise. For Rise.
Rise will be available.
Stories, I don't know if I'll get the deluxe edition of that. Maybe they're standard.
Thanks for watching.
And maybe I'll wait, because I think that'll also probably end up being full price. But in any case, like one of the monsters, or one of the outfits that they had in Monster Hunter Rise's demo had Zinogre outfits. Either that or it was one of the NPCs, but they had Zinogre gear. So like, there's no way Zinogre wouldn't have been in the game if they didn't have Zinogre gear already available. So, you know, all right, browser, I'm gonna need you to like, thank you. Oh God. Also, I'm tempted to change the song that I use for just the basic media streaming background music. So it will be, where is it? Media source. New. Just call it new. Just need to load. I think I downloaded it. I think it should be in here. Now, is it by the name of the thing, or is it by the... it's probably P. Oh, is it not here? No. What? Oh, wait. Is it still in the downloads? Did I never remove it from there? All right, forget it. I thought I downloaded it, but I guess I didn't. All right, back to this. Ugh. Yeah. Zinogre's in World. It's specifically an Iceborne. You get Zinogre after you do the Guiding Lance. When you finish the, or when you enter the Guiding Lands, rather than Zinogre appears. Because the hunters are like, oh man, look, this is a weird place with all these like locales bunched together, and that looks weird. And then the rocks part and Zinogre bursts through, and then he almost destroys you, and you're like, get the fuck out. And then you get the fuck out, and then you go redo the quest with actual preparedness. But yeah, Zinogre's in World, and there's a variant that I use for my main character's main weapon, which is Stygian Zinogre, which instead of it being electricity, it's dragon. Also, Zinogre's weapon for the hunting horn is it's an electric guitar, and that is Crystal's main weapon. And then the Stygian variant, instead of it being blue and like teal and yellow, it's silver and black with red. With like that red dragon blight thing, and it looks amazing. So I mean, I don't know if Stygian will be back. I hope Stygian will be back, but the fact that Zinogre's in the game already is enough. Because then I could recreate Crystal if I really wanted to. I still have no idea who I want to play as, because like I could play as Crystal again and just go through and see what else I could do, but then I would have to like try to fit a cannon armor for her, and part of me doesn't want to do that. I could like go the PJ route and create a test character. I could go in with a few other OCs I have and try to create something out of that, but I really love the hunting horn, so I kind of want to use Crystal again. Like, they made the hunting horn so much better in Rise. Oh my god. Oh my god, it feels like, oh, it's so good. Like, I am excited. Like, the hunting horn I really like in World, but it was something I had to get used to, as I didn't even really understand it when I was playing in low and high rank. Only in master rank did I really understand the nuances of how to use that fucking thing. But like right out the gate, well, I guess it's also probably because of experience, but like right out the gate, the hunting horn is way more powerful feeling. Like there's not a lot of delay between attacks. You just go. You just doot to win. Oh. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I cannot wait though. I cannot wait though. I cannot wait. Oh crap, I forgot to change this one too. Wait, would you say bread? I saw that. It came off for like a second. What other weapons do I like? Insect Glaive and Charge Blade. I mean, I like a lot of the weapons, but in terms of my favorites, it goes Hunting Horn, Insect Glaive, Bow, Charge Blade, Light Bowgun, and then Hammer, Hammer, Heavy Bowgun, Switch Axe. I was trying to remember the fucking name. Switch Axe, and then whatever else I haven't already played, like Longsword, the Sword and Shield, the Great Sword, and both lances. They're like whatever. I don't play them at all, so like I don't really have an opinion on them. I've obviously tried each of them at least a few times, if not like once. But nah, they're not my cup of tea. I do love the horn. I do love the hammer. I do love the switch axe, charge blade. I do love the bow and the insect glaive. Though if I do play in Rise, the only problem I have with it is that I have a muscle memory. I have a muscle memory with the insect glaive on where the aim and shoot button is for the bug, and in Rise that same button is mapped to the wire bug, and the opposite button is mapped to the aim, and then the left on the. So instead of it being you hold down ZR or ZL and then, or L2 in this case, instead of holding down L2 and then pressing R2, you have to hold down R2 and press L2. So I'm probably have to switch that specifically for frickin' for that weapon in particular, because every other weapon it feels fine with where the wire bug stuff is placed in, but for that and maybe probably the bow guns as well and bow, like I'm gonna have to swap the buttons specifically for those weapons, and that's gonna be obnoxious to have to do. But I'll do it if I need to. Though I wonder if in the options you can switch the, because I know you can switch the buttons, like where you can switch the button layout and customize it to fit either Monster Hunter Generations or Monster Hunter World, depending on which you played. But I wonder if you can switch it for each individual weapon type that you play instead of it just being a general case, because that would probably make it a lot easier for me to switch between weapons without having to think about, oh, I have to switch the buttons back and forth and back and forth. Rob sticks with dual blades. PJ he mains the gun lance because of his test character, but he also really likes the great sword and kind of likes the bow. He also does some dual blade stuff too. And Susie mains the insect glaive, but also knows how to use the switch axe. So, and I use a lot of weapons. I primarily use the horn and glaive though. Oh, I forgot about the dual blades. The dual blades is also pretty cool too. I also like the dual blades. Really, I only ever used the dual blades for one specific loadout, which is one I made for I made a loadout for Marissa, which would have the Nergigante dual blades, which I mean, I don't know if they'll bring Nerg back. Maybe I could see them bringing Nerg back in like an expansion of sorts. If they ever do that with Rise, which I could see them doing that with Rise, while they I could see them doing it with that before the next Monster Hunter comes out on consoles, other than the Switch, because I don't know if you remember, Brad, but like a while ago, Capcom had its game lineup leaked. They had its game lineup leaked for like the next 4 years, and one of them on that list for Monster Hunter, it basically said that Monster Hunter Rise was coming to the PC, which they later confirmed anyway, and that Monster Hunter 6, a new generation, would be in 2023, and it would be on like probably next gen hardware and also on PC later. So me thinks that this is the Switch game is just to have, it's just for people who like Monster Hunter World and own a Switch, or like the style of Monster Hunter World and own a PC, or on PC and own a Switch. They could also enjoy some kind of Monster Hunter, or for those who don't even have a PS4 or a good working PC and just want something of the good Monster Hunters. Like it was sometime in the middle of last year. There was like a huge data leak for a bunch of different Capcom games. The ones I took away though were the fact that the next generation of Monster Hunter, which is beyond what World is, because Rise is technically part of the 5th generation, which is what World is on. So the next generation would be in like 2 years from now, or at least it'll be announced. I don't know if it'll come out then, but at least it'll be announced in 2022 or 3. So that is what I heard anyway. You one-tricked the greatsword from day one. Well, PJ one-tricked the gun lance from day one. For a good chunk of the game, because he wanted to stick to his test character, and he's very stubborn on switching. I tried one-tricking the hunting horn, but again, I didn't really know how to play, because it's not really a beginner-friendly weapon in World. And I'm like, oh god, it's a support weapon. I want that. And so I tried learning it, and I could not get a handle of it, and I was getting frustrated. So I would occasionally switch over to the insect glaive, because I'm like, oh my god, this is like way more my style. And then for the entirety of high rank, I kind of stuck with the insect glaive, because I'm like, I didn't want to go back to how clunky the hunting horn felt. And then once master rank came along, I decided to say, fuck it, I'm gonna go see if I can try to learn this goddamn horn. And I think I did a pretty good job of it. Like I can actually like one shot solo some monsters with the hunting horn properly. I still don't on the daily. Just fuck. I use whatever I use. I use whatever I can that's more efficient for the monster. But I'm a little bit more confident with my hunting horn playing world, but it took so much longer than it did for me to get confident with using even the freaking switch axe and the insect glaive, or even the charge blade, and that's like a super complicated weapon. I got a handle of that easily, but the horn for some reason was like, eh. I still love it though. Fuck you. Anyway. In any case, this is technically an end screen, which I mean, I don't know what much more. I mean, I want to know more about that horde mode. That horde mode seems like it'd be really fun. Just because I do like that kind of stuff, especially if they like have a period where your hunter is so much more powerful. You got a real complex pass with the horn. I really do. And despite all of the jokes that people have made about, oh, the hunting horn fucking suck, I took that to heart back then. Like, I fucking used that to push my determination to learn that goddamn weapon, just to show people, no, it doesn't suck. And I mean, realistically, I still believe that. Background music is this is probably the end credit scene of the Splatoon 2 DLC. Yeah, it's Into the Light from the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. It's the credits song after you beat the final boss of that, and I feel like it's a nice song to end things on. But you know, it's still going because I'm just talking. That just happens when I just keep talking. That being said, I'm 100% confident about the horn in this in Rise, because from the get-go, like, I played the demo. What was I saying? Yeah, from the get-go, I played the demo well before everyone else did, and I played against the Great Izuchi like a few times with the hunting horn, and it feels like a second hammer. Like, I know it technically kind of is a second hammer, but it feels like a second hammer, but way faster. It's a lot more doot. and they streamlined. That's the one. That's the word. They streamlined the fuck out of the playing process and giving buffs to people, and it feels really good. And it doesn't feel like I have to like prepare a goddamn symphony before I go into a fight. Like I can just go and do it and then win. It feels so good. All right, no, you have a good one, Brad. It was nice seeing you again. We'll Monster Hunter. We will. And I'm gonna end the stream because I don't want to be just here rambling on the end screen for no reason. So Rob's gonna be streaming later today, and I'll be over there on his channel, BScout100. And we'll be playing Persona 5 Strikers some more. We just beat the first jail, and we're getting into the the most important part of that game, and I cannot wait for his reaction to it. I've played a little bit on my own past where he's gone, but I haven't entered the next jail yet, because I kind of want to have my reaction on stream to see like what if it's different or not, or like what's there or whatever. I don't know what to expect. But there's also good shit that I don't want Rob to ignore, as far as I know. And then I'll probably end up just playing more on my own further ahead, because I'm also technically recording my own gameplay at the same time. So really, realistically, I could just like do it on my own. But I want at least the first two just to be documented for personal reasons. I don't even know what those personal reasons are, but they're there. So yeah, that's around 7:30/8, depending on when I get my lazy ass over onto the stream. But it will be around then, and it'll be tonight. And what else? I put out a reaction video for those who care about My Little Pony and Ace Attorney combined. I put out a reaction video the other day, which has been getting a lot of notoriety recently, and I'm kind of happy that at least it's getting some attention from some people. It may not be my core demographic, but people like it, and that's all that matters to me. So, and it took me so long to get it finished editing, mostly because of motivation and 3 hours of footage to sift through. I somehow was able to put it out though, and the Miitopia stuff is next. I'm gonna get Miitopia up next, and that's gonna be my main priority. If I ever put out any other things, all right, wow, brain, why'd you forget the thing you were just about to say? Oh, right, if I ever put anything out small, I have recorded a few things. I just have to actually edit them, or really just cut like 2 or 3 places and then just shit them out. There'll be like mini projects that I just kind of started up just to have something. And then there's stuff that I'm recording on my own with Pooja. There's Earthbound, which I'm also doing a series with Pooja. There's that's a Pooja. Wow, every time I look at a text from her, I feel like my brain resets. No, the Earthbound, which I'm doing with Pooja, and like the side projects, some music stuff, some obviously the big project that all of us are working on in the background, and my own ideas for videos and streams that are gonna have to happen a lot sooner than I expected. And honestly, what I want to do is finish Bayonetta 2. Because that game isn't... I don't have much more left in that game to do. Even though part of me wants to just say fuck it and stream the rest of the game like I did with the first game. And just redo it all. But I want to at least finish the playthrough and then stream it. Like, I think I'll be a little bit more gratified in finishing the playthrough first and then streaming it. Especially if Bayonetta 3 comes out within the next decade, which I hope it does. It's been like 5 years. It's been almost 5 years, Capcom. Or not Capcom, Platinum. It's been almost 5 years. I know that you're working on the game, but like, there's been no word on it since 2018. Where you were just like, it's still happening. And then silence. I don't want to overhype myself on when it actually comes out. But oh my god, it's been so long. It's been so long, and there hasn't been anything. No words, no nothing. Not like a, you know, development is still progressing smoothly. Not even that. Just silence. And this is how it was with Overwatch when Overwatch 2 was announced, and then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go dark," and then they were actually silent for like a good year. Ah! But I want to finish Bayonetta 2. Then I'll probably stream it because it would be a good palate cleanser stream. And then I would get onto my next main project, which would involve Squid Kids, as I should probably work on that at some point, either before or around the time that Splatoon 3 drops, as that is kind of my deadline now. And the thing I have planned for that series requires a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of time that I don't normally have. So, like, if I really set my goals on that, I need to finish whatever project I still have in the works and free up that time that I am editing to focus on this next project. Because I plan on it being a main series for like for the majority of whatever time it takes for me to complete it, and then I would stream the DLC with the same stipulations that I did with the project, and then hopefully whatever I find out in the next game, I can figure something out for that. But I do not want to do a normal, just bog standard playthrough. I want to do something interesting. And the only way to do that is by doing a lot of effort and putting a lot of work into it. But I know I can do it, and I will do it. And then there's also a bunch of streams that I could also put on the list. There's some that I'm doing with Pooja that will happen whenever they can. But there's also solo projects like Warland Shake It and No More Heroes, which I have on the Wii. I have the first game on the Wii, but I bought the Switch versions just for easier streaming, because I don't really want to bring out the Wii U for that. If anything, I'd bring out the Wii U for another game that I thought of potentially streaming, which is Mario Strikers Charged. I would absolutely love to just go back into my fucking game library from back in the day and just play shit that I fucking loved. Like Mario Strikers Charged. Actually, wait. No, I can't do that unless I have the Wii. Oh, no, wait. No, it is on the Wii. I thought it was on the GameCube. No, that's Striker. That's the original Strikers. No, I have it on the Wii. That's what the Wii U fucking emulator's for. No, I wasn't thinking of GameCube games. That being said, I do hope they port more GameCube games because my Wii doesn't really work with my setup at the moment. And a bunch of my Wii data I already put on the Wii U, so really it's just a fucking GameCube simulator at the moment. But those are gonna happen whenever I get free time. Technically, today is my only day off this week, but most of the time, whenever I do have a day off, I just want to use it for myself because, like, again, I work so often, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'll figure things out. maybe I'll like find like a specific schedule to like consistently stream on, like I used to, because I used to take Wednesdays. Maybe I'll still take those, or even Thursdays. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I still haven't figured out the kinks of that, but it's an idea. That and I think that's it. I know Rob and I have a project together. PJ and I will have projects eventually. Susie and I will also have projects eventually, but they're mostly going to be stream based. And Pooja and I have more I have more ideas for what me and Pooja can go through. Or sorry, Pooja and I can go through on streams / video recordings, but that also would mostly require us to be able to visit each other past the pandemic in a safe manner. So those aren't happening anytime soon. But there's a lot of ideas. I will mostly be on Rob's channel for any streams that are on Mondays or Saturdays. As Saturdays are the group streams, that's where everyone's going to be there. Monday is mostly just me and Rob. Rob will be on streaming usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which, now that I think about it, he's almost streaming full time. Like, with the amount that he's streaming, he's almost streaming full time without getting paid for it. But I digress. That's it though. So I'm done rambling. Finally, I will see you guys next time for another video, stream, or what have you. Take care, have a lovely day, see you soon, and it's 10 o'clock. Well then, see you soon, and happy hunting. Goodbye.